Okay, now I will talk about further details about the content writing because the previous video was limited to 15 seconds only. So right now, as I was telling you about the short essays and the concept that you can give through your articles and your paragraphs, your essays, here is a demonstration. This is my Facebook post. Actually, it's a note, and I've expressed my views about the psychology of humans. There is an essay. You can see the link over here, and this will help you to read it. I won't be reading it all, and there might be some views that might be different than yours. So it's not necessary to agree with all those things that I usually talk about. It's not necessary at all. Okay, then there are some other notes that I've written. Like for example, this is about Ilm Ki Dunya, which is my aim actually. I want to see a world where knowledge has no limitation. No one is hindering anything from anyone and no one is facing any issues. I want to help everyone all over the world, and maybe this might be a bit Islamic in your viewpoint, but the thing is, don't just consider it Islamic. Think about it in general terms. Don't think that a Muslim has written it, so it doesn't apply on any other person. It may apply on any person. Like these statements might not be what you are taught about or things like that, but usually actually Muslims talk in this way, so that's why I've written this in that sense. But your views may be different, and I'm not objecting on that. Okay, so this is another essay, and this is my group where I have been sharing a lot of informative things. You can join it if you want, and whenever I will get time, I will start posting stuff on it. Okay. Then there was another essay. You can see it was written on 16th November 2009, and I wrote about Google AdSense, how you can earn through AdSense, and what are the requirements and what you can do. Sorry if the text is a bit offensive because it's all in caps lock, and usually it's hard to read sometimes, as many of us have eyesight issues as well. But since it's written in 2009, you can expect this from me. Now I have improved a lot. Okay. Then there is an essay written in Urdu, which is about which is a satirist article. Actually, it's funny if you read it, just in case if you know Urdu. Otherwise, those who can't write or understand Urdu, I can translate it sometimes if you require it. It's actually a criticism on people who usually love to criticize everyone free of cost without even realizing what that particular person is doing and what they are doing actually. Then there is a chunk of employee motivation. Actually, it was part of my thesis, but it was rejected, so I posted it here. It's without citations actually, because this is just an essay. I don't copy things from other people, and if I do so, I properly cite everything. Then there is a poetry I've written here. It's about you can say the cruel world versus the innocents, and this is a poetry written by me where I have criticized the bad people. Then there is my profile open. Okay. Then one day I was in a good mood. I cooked chicken kadahi. It's a Pakistani recipe, very famous in Pakistani people, and I wrote its ingredients, like what is required, and then I wrote the procedure, like the method, and here you can see it. Okay. And then I just gave a general concept about corrupt people and their acts, and I compared those concepts with my MBA subjects, like what does MBA teach against these evil things. So for example, if I talk about terrorism, okay, I will, explain it in every sense. Like, terrorism is not only limited to what you hear on the TVs, like suicide bombing and things like that. Terrorism can be of any kind. It can be a torture, it can be a harassment issue, it can be anything. Basically, offending someone is terrorism. And then the concept about economics, obviously MBA directly discusses economics, how people are harmed and how people can be benefited. MBA tells all that. Then there is a concept about strategic management, where you are able to understand what is happening with you in your company, what is your strength, which people you can have hold on. Then there is a concept of marketing, accounting, socialism, and then psychology, finance, and so on. These are the views according to my observations. These may be different than yours. Then there was a general essay about law of life. I told about general opinion. It is a bit artistic in nature, because in artistic essays you were actually just talking about theories and psychological things. You're not actually talking about facts and figures exactly. So that's how the tone of an essay changes. Okay, then there is an essay about, it's also in an artistic tone, but it is a criticism based essay. It means that it is criticizing bad people. It is comparing good people with bad people, and in the end, what you know always is good people always win. This is about good people and bad people. This is my perception. Maybe yours might be different. Then, Pakistan has been on verge to eradicate terrorism from this country. And unfortunately, there have been several mishaps happening in Pakistan, where a lot of people have lost their lives. A lot of people, you can say more than 70,000 people have lost their lives just because of war, which was not actually ours. So this essay was on that. It's a bit factual essay, because here are some citations from the Holy Quran, where I have specified that why terrorism is not allowed in Islam. So these are my views, and that's how you can talk about. Okay, now summing up my conversation, I will conclude by saying one thing. If you want to be a creative writer, or if you want to be a content writer, just observe things around you with keen observation. Have good hearing sense, have good eyes to watch everything which you can see or which you can't see. Means looking at things as it is, not looking at things according to your perception, because in many cases some things might not be happening the way you think they should happen. This is how things differ, and this is how people actually fight with each other, just because of the fact that unfortunately we are unable to bear each other's opinions. We are unable to realize that our perceptions are actually killing our mentality. If we are going to improve our mentality, that is by listening more and reading more. When we will be able to do this, then obviously we will be able to help other people around us. We will be able to spread knowledge around us, and that's how we will help the poor and needy around us. So if you have learned something from these 2 video sessions, I will request you to spread these videos as much as you can. The main reason is that if you will spread these videos to a lot of people, maybe those who have never thought about these things will think about these things. And just in case if the language barrier arises, I have another option available. I will make another video tutorial where I will talk about content writing in Urdu.